Alright, well, I said I'd give you a brief garden tour, so it's a little gray and drizzly out here, so I figured today would be a good day. Um, Here's the start of my front garden, which I'm still working on. I just did all this by hand recently. It's just some wildflowers and stuff. Um, what do you call it? I don't know. A little random tomato plant there because I didn't have space for it. But right now I have it lined with some flowers, and there's some herbs and such that are just starting to come up. So maybe it'll be an herb garden at some point. I don't really know. I'm still trying to work, still sort of working this spot out. For here, the other side of the front, you can see more ornamentals, mostly marigold along the front. I have some uh, radishes that are there and just coming up, but those are just temporary, just until the season really starts. More radishes over here, but then the big stuff have a squash, 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 squash on the other side, and more squash, and hopefully some sunflowers, but the goddamn rabbits keep eating them. So that's along the front. This is all the stuff that I just recently redid with the stone and all that sort of stuff. So one of my hop plants, this will eventually go all the way up towards that second floor window. I don't really take care of the hop plants much anymore though. Another one of the hop plants, and this will get all the way up above that second window. Um, this is one of my beds. You can see my nice big healthy spinach we eat every day. So what I do is I put the spinach in early in the spring, and then the other stuff is sort of around it. I got some pole beans, and then this is either, I don't remember, cantaloupe or watermelon. I think that's cantaloupe. So the idea is that the pole beans will come up and the cantaloupe will all just be around it. Got a bunch of onions that are doing really well, and then I have some tomato plants. Another pole bean there, and there's little Robert. The other bed next to it, you can see a lot more spinach growing all over. More onions. I have 4 tomato plants that I just put in here the other day. So between these 7, I think there's 5 different varieties. This is a Rutgers, and then like there's some cherry tomatoes and some other stuff. There's radishes all along the borders for now. They'll come out soon. And then this one is a watermelon. So again, just like on the other bed, the idea is that the pole beans will come up and the watermelon will fill in the bottom so I can get extra usage out of all that space. And then again, lots of onions. Over here, I've got some stuff in pots. These are really just backup plants in case other stuff fail. This is my pineapple, which I put out way too early, and it's sort of browned up and all that, but we'll see. So, over here we've got my pepper beds. Onions all along the outskirts, obviously, and then we've got what, bell peppers, I think jalapeno, cayenne, and then 4 different types of hot peppers. I think just like a Caribbean red, Anaheim, Serrano, and pimento cayenne, I think, something like that. You can see I have radishes all through the middle as a little temporary thing since they come to harvest so fast. Here is the start of my asparagus beds. And while the asparagus matures, I have some cucumber in there that I will run up these makeshift trellises that I put together. And of course some ornamentals just along the borders. You can see them actually coming up along the pepper beds too. So I got the like marigold and calendula, or however you say it, all over the place. Over here on the deck, more hop plants. The hops actually just completely cover our deck. There's a new tiki bar. The hop plants actually just completely cover the deck, and as this will just be completely dense with green as the spring goes on. So down here, I just put these in as well. These are on either side Brussels sprouts with a pole bean in the middle. Brussels sprouts, that was a Brussels sprout, but the stem was snapped, so I took it out. And there's some tomato with pole beans, and of course I have the temporary radishes along the front and onion all along the front there. Some flowers in the back. This is a habanero. have it in a nice big pot because I hope to keep this one for years and years and years. Oh yeah, and over here down by the water, I planted some pumpkin. So we'll see. I did watermelon in this spot a couple of summers ago and it came out awesome. So that's pumpkin. Let's see. Bunch of backup plants here that I still have to find homes for. Probably going to give them away to friends. There's my grapevine, which the rabbits devoured, but the grapes run up all through here and through the hops. Eventually one day the grapes will just go across the deck, we'll see. So a nice Rutgers strawberry. This planter is a trunk, a storage trunk that we had that I converted. It was, the legs had broken, so I just reused it. I have a couple of things up on the deck, just stuff in pots, spare plants, some tomato, eggplant, spinach in the back that I'm growing for seed, some peppers, some spare cucumber and peppers. And then we have herbs that we're doing in containers down here, and some sunflower to replace the sunflower in the front that the damn bunnies keep eating. So then down here, let's see, my other little spot, of course, a bunch of stuff in containers. This is all long-time herb garden. We've had these herbs for years. I transplanted them out of a raised bed into these big white containers, and they do great. And then more stuff all in pots, various types of peppers and some cucumbers, and I think there's some what are these, blue powder puffs. So let me see in here. You can see I have the sugar snap peas. Get in there. Sugar snap peas growing up this trellis I put together. And then in the front, for tomato plants. This was supposed to be a strawberry bed, but the strawberries that I bought have not done anything. They have not come up or done anything, so that's that. And a couple of little random onions in there, but yeah. So this will be the peas until they come in a harvest, and then once the peas are all harvested during the summer, by that time these tomatoes should be getting to a pretty good size. I have a couple tomato plants in the ground here, but it's really shitty ground, so I don't really think much about them. A little hop plant back there. Let's see, I have some temporary lettuce coming in. In the middle is cantaloupe, I think, or honeydew, one or the other. And then just like in the other beds, some pole beans to go around them. And then, of course, radishes along the sides. Here is onions along the sides. A couple of radishes that I need to harvest, but then each one of these is purple cowpeas. They're supposed to get pretty big. I've never done them before, but they're supposed to get pretty big and healthy and have a nice big harvest. So I have 4 of them, and then the onions all around. Here you could see some radishes very close to harvest time. All the green in the middle is all carrots, and then each one of these big stakes, that is an eggplant at the base of all of them. And over here on this side, again, as usual, radishes all around. And then each one of these corners is a zucchini. There's another little grape bush. There's our barrel of mint, because you got to have mint. Oh, that zucchini's already flowering. That's a little bit early. It's not the best sign. Yeah, it's all right. And yeah, so that's it. That's the garden. There's the waterfront for you folks who haven't seen the waterfront before. This is where Neil and Fraxon enjoyed some fire time with us. I just got this today, actually. My brother got it from some client, some used thing. We're going to spray paint it and repurpose it and blah, 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 blah. So that is oh, and that's where we film the YouTube shows, is up there. So that's it. Later.